Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back. Good afternoon. It's a Tuesday. How is your Tuesday doing? Hello, Leofar. Hello, Charmich. Let's just jump right back in. We were finishing off our spawn, which is a slightly new design. Pretty similar to the old design, but I'm eager to get some Buddy Bud germs in there. We'll get some music soon. So now what we're going to do is we're going to deliver the liquids. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build bottle emptiers here and dump the liquids in. And dump the liquids in one layer at a time. Oh, actually, I can't do that here. I could do that here. Won't cause any issues. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. So I think we'll just do oil and brine. I think that makes sense. We have a fairly large amount of both of those. So we'll get those built. You guys don't have a huge amount of errands at the moment, do you? No, you've kind of been digging around up here, but not too much. There's a little bit of oxygen up here. Let me just adjust my computer position slightly. Okay. This sieve keeps breaking. Yeah, the water in here is too cold. This water here is... it should be this water here, which is coming from... here? Yes, it's some very cold water. No wonder that's breaking. Oh, right. We were warming it up in the water tank. We've since moved all the water. Yeah, that makes sense. I think perhaps I might just disconnect this for now. Because that's not going to work. Good news. Willow successfully copied one of the submerged electrolyzers I have. That's good. How's Willow been doing? I was a bit busy at work today to catch up with that. But they're doing well. Yeah, we have a vacuum in... Oh, we did have a vacuum in here. It looks like some gas got let in here somehow. That literally just happened because it's just filling all the gas. Someone exhaled in here. Well, that's not very good. Oh, it's because you're exhaling in this thing. Right, I'm just going to fill this all the way up with brine. Let's avoid that being a thing, please. Get that gas out of there. You guys did charge up a little bit of power, but yeah, we don't want to keep filling that, so yeah. We'll just have it be a solid layer of brine. That should be alright for this. It's not very convenient at all. Then, in terms of liquids, we'll dump some brine in here as well. We actually want the oil on the bottom, don't we? So let's do the oil first. We do have a fair amount of oil that's just been swept up, so that should be okay. Also, the map isn't that cold around here, so I doubt this will freeze. Let's keep a quick eye on this. I know you could do this with the move to thing, with the move to tool, but I'm not sure that's actually quicker, considering you already have all these little bottles lying around. So I'm still going to do it this way.
Seek fluid intake.
Yes, sir. You always catch me out. You catch me out when I haven't got a glass full of squash. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cash that in. I'm going to cash that in when we've finished with this. No, you're right. It's not your fault. That is literally the purpose of the command. Right, that'll do. There's enough oil in there.
Hello there.
I'll go do that in like 15 minutes. I definitely just don't want to take my eyes. You'll redeem your stretch. You have lots of channel points. It's good. Channel points to your friend. Oh. That was stretch. I am still resembling a tomato after my very quick holiday in Torquay. But that was fun. We did see Pendulum live, so that was very fun. Who's scolding? Leofar Scolding, you're running down here. What are you running to grab? You're trying to build a ladder. Why'd you end up over here? You'll be alright. You'll be alright, Leofar. Right, let's just keep an eye on... I think let's just keep an eye on the liquid map mode. I think that makes sense. Right, there we go. That'll do. Just pour a little bit more in there. Right, and then we can remove this. You lurk a lot without saying anything, so you accumulate points without people knowing. That is true. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the lurk. How have you been, anyways? How have your games been treating you? Hello, Dotterly. How you doing? How much brine are we up to now? We've got loads of brine, so I'm not worried about just filling this whole thing if need be. Just to make sure there's as little chances of a leak as possible. Yeah, that seems good. No audio? No, there is audio. I'm just in the materials overlay, so the audio is a bit muted. Picked a very good spot to have a stop. Why do you keep coming up and down here? Oh, you're trying to build the tiles. You are actually managing to build these tiles. Well, I'll go put you in a triage cot if you have too many issues. That is enough oil in there. A little bit more than the rest, but that's okay. Yeah, this map mode just is really low audio. You've been playing a lot of Zelda. You're waiting. You're going to finish the game before Pikmin releases. You know, Pikmin is always a game that I've been vaguely interested in, but I've never ended up playing because. Oh wow, yeah, you're pretty scolded now. Let's just go. Get you up here, Leofar. There you go. But because I've never really had Nintendo systems, I've never really ended up playing it. Your amp turned itself off? That's not very good. Looks like that didn't quite work how I thought it would. It has sorted itself out, though. So, let's stop this. And then these two are actually done. In fact, I think these are all done. Apart from this. Well, that's good. We'll need to sweep this tile up. You only played 3 and it was really amazing. I'm excited for 4. Nice. Yeah, we can remove this. There should still be some oil that you can grab in here, I imagine. Yeah, Ren's got it. That's good. Yeah, so the plan for today is to get this finished and operational. Get the vent network built so that we can just start oxygenating the whole map. Probably just continue digging through the map so that we can access all the areas we want. There are still zombie spores down here, I believe. Yeah, there's a few. But we might actually be able to sort of tile them out. They're only in these carbon dioxide pockets. It may be possible. It's not spreading because there's not enough carbon dioxide down here. So we're going to do that, and then we're also going to actually go grab this petroleum. Wow, this is all boiled! Okay. We can actually release this now, then. That's good. So, what am I going to want to do with this? So this is stored at approximately 3,000 kilograms per tile. So that's going to sort of quadruple in area. So I think what I'm going to actually want to do is... I think I'm going to want to dig out to here. We're just going to let it all out. Somehow. So come down here and start digging this. Actually, do we have any oxygen down here? We have a little. That's okay. So actually, I should turn this off now, because we don't need to heat this up anymore. Send green signal if above... Let's set this to 100. Actually, I just set this to 0. We can just turn this off now. So this shouldn't heat up anymore. Petroleum goes to about 700-ish kilograms per tile, right? Yes, exactly. So this is very high pressure, and it's been kept in by the triple walling. As soon as we remove that, it's going to go and explode. But before that explodes, let's go set this up. I think everyone's on break at the moment, so we'll speed to it. Skills. Anyone got any skills? No. Good. Should it not be below 0? No, I want to set it to above 0 so the door opens when it's above 0. So that means, yeah, it's supposed to stay open. I don't want any more heat transferring from the lava. Yeah, this is all heating up again now, it's good. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll pump out all the petroleum, and then when we end up with just oil in here, because we're going to melt this oil as well, maybe? I don't know. We'll reconnect it up. You're confused as to what I did there? So this door opens with a green signal. It was open because the thermosensor was already above 540. So that's the temperature I wanted this to stop heating at, because if it stays at that temperature, it could eventually result in sour gas forming. So what I did was I set it to 0, so it stayed open, but now it won't ever close again, even though now it's cooling off. Does that make sense? Also, I can seal these now. Maybe not that one. The confusion wasn't about the door, but the whole thing. Oh, right, okay. So, we had a frozen glacier of crude oil that was at 3,000 kilograms per tile mass. So what normally happens is, you would dig this up, and then you melt the crude oil back at your base somehow, but you lose half the mass. So what I actually did, is I just built a big magma heat spike that would connect directly to the glacier and melt it. And once it melted, the pressure was so high that we had to triple wall it. But yeah, we basically just got a conductive diamond bridge here with window tiles going to the magma biome. All of this is conducting heat with both the debris on top and the obsidian below, and the magma. And that is slowly heating this up. I built this out of copper. I could have built this out of diamond as well, but we just did it out of copper at the time because we had it available before the diamond. And then this door connects the two. This is a very crude petroleum boiler. Mostly just because we had a fixed volume that we wanted to turn into plastic. So we're going to do that, and we'll eventually set up a better permanent means of boiling petroleum. But that is sort of just a little quick thing. So the crude oil turns into petroleum at about 400 C, and this turns into sour gas at about 540. But obviously we don't want to heat it any hotter than it needs to turn to petroleum, because we want to cool it back down again before we pump it. We do have steel, so we can make a steel pump. So we only need to cool it down to about 270. But if we're gonna make plastic out of it, we should probably cool it down a bit more. Right, I hope you're actually doing this. I guess you're doing other things, that's okay. And then I think I need to keep these actually I think I actually need to keep these separated. So let's... I guess it doesn't need to be insulated, I just want it to match everything else. So then all the hydrogen should go up here, and all the oxygen should just spread around down here. That's the plan. Right, someone's got oil. No? Could we trap the oil in here somehow? Let's just enable auto bottle then. Right, what's the gas pressure like in here? Fairly low. You need to mop that brine. Anyone else need treatment? Red hair. That sounds good to me. We're down to about 11 tons of algae. We should be fine, though. We should be able to get this working pretty quickly. This actually all looks done, so that's good. That will stay liquid. What am I going to put in this gap here? I'm going to put a pedestal here for no reason. Figure out something else to go there. Maybe I'll put a few of them in here. Right, Meep is on the way apparently. I don't want to lose focus of this because I've done that in the past and we just ended up buggering things up. And I'm curious to see how well this responds to not being primed. Because my previous design, I didn't actually need to prime. And I quite like that. But, see if this needs priming. Yeah, Barney, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you got some brine. It's good. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Put that in. Remove this. You need to prime this one or get lucky that H2 goes up. Well, I'm going to test it. I want to see how resilient this is to not being primed. If we do have to prime it, then so be it. But I want to try and see if it works without being primed. At the moment, it's primed with carbon dioxide. Yummy. What's priming it? It's pre-filling each gas chamber with a little bit of gas so that the electrolyzers output their gas into the right chambers at first. Because this... So basically, this top bit is separated from this bit here by these liquid blobs. And that's why it's very important to put these tiles here to make sure it stays separated. In the meantime, you guys are still running on these a little bit just to get these working. Why we got hydrogen going into heat? Oh, right. I never set this up to a vent. That's not a very good idea. There you go. How much metal have we wasted on that? Probably a fairly large amount. Oh well. Anyways, this is now full. So I think I'm just going to finish the research on the plastic press. And I'm going to zoom out for a minute. So you guys can see the whole colony. We'll just have it be focused on this bit. And I'm going to very, very quickly go get some water, but I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Hydro homies. I'm trying my best to become a hydro homie. It's not quite working, but here is the hydro, and I'm the homie. Let's not accidentally spill water on my new keyboard. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I just need you guys to have a solid go at running in this. I could set up some coal power to divert into these. I think I'd rather just get around to running here. Go ahead, have some exercise, it's good for you. And then what we're going to do with this room, because this room is eventually going to fill with hot hydrogen, I'm going to stick a pinch of peppers in it. Not too many, just a couple. But this is where we're going to have stuff for our coffee machine. And we're going to make coffee machines and let everyone have coffee. That is the plan. Plant-themed electrolyzer. Feels like it makes sense. There you go. Now you've got a vent as well. Just need to plug that in. Remember Pinch's free tool? Yeah, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to... Well, I was going to say we need to replace the ceiling tiles. We can't put it here because there's a big honking geyser here. Well, maybe we'll put something else here. In fairness, you can actually make this a farm. So we could put the farm station here. Farm station, auto sweeper, conveyor stuff, pinch of peppers, conveyor stuff. Maybe. We'll see. I'll get something to work. It doesn't need to be a huge amount. Sweepy. Yeah, Sweepy can go here. Perfect. So enjoy your exercise. Yes, I know there's a lack of oxygen. That is what we're literally trying to fix. And once you've built this, we have absolutely no shortage of water to pump into this. We have just oodles and oodles of hot water from these geysers. And in fact, we have 5 kilograms per second on tap at all times, provided that we have a bit of a base reservoir. So we can run this continuously and just oxygenate the entire asteroid, and that is very much the plan. People really are getting exhausted. I actually only have 1 bedtime slot. That's the issue. We need 2 bedtime slots. The dupes are missing their bedtime because they have too much stuff to do in downtime, because the freezer is so far away from their halls at the moment. We need to fix that soon as well. But I put it here because it's the only place where we could definitely keep it cold and sterile. We have quite a large food storage. So that did seem important. Right, gas is almost gone. Out of curiosity, do the two water guys have the same name? No, they don't. So they have the same stats, but their names are different. I don't know why they do this, but occasionally we get 2 geysers on the map. They can have the exact same stats, so that they're completely in sync with each other, which is obviously quite convenient, but it definitely threw me by surprise when we first saw it. Right, we're nearly done with this. Let's watch the vacuum decaying. Yeah, here we go. All gone. Right, so let's see. Why do I have 2 atmos sensors here? I think it's because the pump was pumping in such a way that when it pumps across swarms here of vacuum, so this atmos sensor was tripping out all the time. So you want to have the atmos sensor here. Yeah. Okay, this should be nearly ready to run. We've got all the water in here. Obviously, it's quite hot. Left one needs to go. Yeah, that's what we've done. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can just set these. So set these to only pump if it's above 1,000. That way we'll make sure we're getting a nice lung full. Set these all to the same thing. I think I just disconnect these. There. Yeah, do you guys enjoy Matty yesterday? Seemed like he was having fun. I saw he was on earlier today actually as well. Right, I think that we can just turn this on now. So I'm going to save it and then we're going to try it. So let's see if this spawn build works without priming. So 3, 2, 1. No. No, it doesn't. We'll reload that. Okay. Definitely seems like a bit of a coin flip. Now, I've never had that with my old build. I think what's happening, so let me hypothesize. I think what's happening is that happens because the hydrogen tries to come out here as well. Maybe I'm wrong. But I've literally never had this happen with my design where they've all been separate. So, I know you're saying it's a game of luck. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's a game of luck with my design, because I've done that like 6 or 7 times without it working. I guess I could have flipped the coin and got the right result all those times. Yeah, let's try it again. My kind of save is just called Deep Rock Galactic Yikes now. I still need to get that game. Looks like a lot of fun. Right, Fish? Fish update? Fish are still fish. They're doing alright. I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to actually get a picture of one of the Bristle Noses and use that as a new emote instead of the Hillstream Roaches. Because they're a lot more recognizable. Only let one run, others might put the O2 above. Try and powering the rightmost electrolyzer. Okay, let's try that first. Let's only power this electrolyzer. 3, 2, 1. No, it's actually done it again. So it has actually just shoved the hydrogen down here this time. But we do need to prime it. How bizarre. So I'm just wondering why it does that on this design, but it doesn't do it on my design. Maybe I was just lucky. I mean, there weren't airflow tiles directly above my electrolyzers originally. Lucky design. Yeah, that's true. It's just designed for luck. I like that idea. That amuses me. Right, so what I actually need to do... Right, let's see. There is a lot of... there's a carbon dioxide here. Let me just tile this quickly. Get that carbon dioxide out of there, and then we'll just let some of this oxygen through, and hopefully that will be enough to prime it. I have to be very careful to not let any carbon dioxide in. You guys are going to go and break soon, aren't you? Right, so now if I deconstruct this, we shouldn't get the other gases in there. And then rebuild this immediately. No! Stay away. Do I want to red alert this? I really don't want any more gases in. You're doing the thing. Yeah, breathe the other gases. Oh, look at that. Sorry. Okay, there we go. We're alright. Okay, so now, this time, we primed it with oxygen. So we'll save it again. This stream is sponsored by Prime Energy Drink. And Amazon Prime and Twitch Prime. Officially Prime sponsored. Right, let's try this again. So this should turn all of them on. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, look! I tried to actually belch some hydrogen into this bit anyways. Yeah, it's still trying to shove the hydrogen in here. That's not good. How did you get this working before? Let me actually just quickly look at the build again. We just find it very quickly. Yes, gas grass. Just let one run. So this was the build. So what's happening is this zone is all full of oxygen, and then this zone is all full of hydrogen up here. I never understood this design. Here we have a good example why. Yeah, so this is the first time I've built it not with my design where it's just each column, each electrolyzer is separated by a column. Maybe we do just need to run them one at a time. Let's try that. I mean, I'll tell you what, this is already a knock against this design, because I've literally never had this problem with my original design. But it does save space, so let's persevere. Let's try and get it working. I'll tell you what, these reloads have been quick. It's not even time for fish updates. Right. I mean, the oxygen pressure is obviously quite low in here. Perhaps if I just... I think it might be to do with fast track. I don't know about that. Right, Leofar. What do you want me to do? The suspense. There is not a lot of oxygen out here to pressurize this room with without turning these on. Temporarily put one tile above the electrolyzer. So like here. Alright, we'll try it. We'll turn this one on, get this to prime the rooms. Oh, replace the airflow, okay. Yeah, we'll give it a try. No one wants to do this now because it's bedtime. Also, we're getting loads of ice in here because this salt geyser erupting, which is quite amusing. Oh, this is turned back on. We're going to end up with loads of brine again. Interesting. One that Willow followed is the one that you said looks nice, with the white tile. Ah, I see, okay. Come on, guys, don't you want oxygen? You want this to work. I'm going to speed through it, just get over the cycle. Then we'll save it and try again. She primed it? Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of oxygen. I don't want to prime. Look, I'm going to be honest. I would rather have a design that you don't need to prime than one that you do. Because priming it is annoying. Like, if you're going to give me two designs, and they were both the same, except one you don't have to prime and the other you do, like, why would you pick the one that you have to prime? There we go. So let's save this again. And try it again. But now the hydrogen has ended up here, and it's pushed over to this side. And now it's blocked. I'm gonna get you to just replace that again. I don't think the tile worked. Whatever, we'll persevere. Hope the H2 goes up. Yeah, that's true, because it's flip-flopping. Oh, now it's pushed over here. See how this goes. So that stayed separate. So now if I remove this, obviously all the oxygen is just going to rush up here. Let's turn this on again. Yeah, that definitely didn't. Right. Okay. Let's try the other way of doing it. Let's just generate a load of hydrogen in there. And then run it. And hope that high hydrogen pressure pushes the oxygen down. Whiskers. We've got our whiskers. Noodly, noodly, noodly. I need to do the plants in my tank at some point. They're getting a bit wild again. Right, so replace that again. That clearly did not work. So in terms of hydrogen, I think we're honestly best off just putting an electrolyzer up here, running it temporarily. Yeah, I'll put that there. I'll put it here for now. The pipe will just run over here for now. Power-wise, I'll just connect that to this one. And then what we'll do is we'll just pump out all the oxygen. We'll be left with a little bit of hydrogen, and then we'll see what to do. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll actually just set this so the dupes are trapped. Ethical construction methods. Get this all built. Get this all built. Reloads take forever for me, maybe because I have way too many mods. I think part of it's just the size of the save. Now, you're going to be able to build this before people start suffocating. I don't think so. We'll need to let people out then. It's alright. So now I've got one person stuck in here. Now look, that is not what I needed you to do. Ashcan, you're almost there. So this will start filling with water, which means this will start filling with gas. We'll generate a fairly large amount of hydrogen. And what I'll do as well is I'll put a little switch in here. We'll remove this later. I can just go there. Oh, you already had all the lead. That's funny. OSHA violation. That should be a thing, that I should have like an OSHA violation counter. That would be a good idea. I don't want any of you guys. Take the bristle berries. Yeah, so you guys can just sit in here for a little bit. In terms of gases, we are venting some gases. Let's switch these off again. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Set that to below 0. Is there a reason why the two tile walls between the electrolyzers are not solid walls? Yes, because the oxygen from each electrolyzer needs to drain down here. That is the plan. I think it would have been better to draw a pipe for H2 above. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, that's a pretty good amount of hydrogen. So now if we just turn this off, leave these guys in here, and then eventually... Oh, right, the carbon dioxide. Oh, God, the carbon dioxide. I forgot about that. There's H above the geyser. Why do I always try and plan these things by having the dupes just, like, having the dupes in here exhaling? That's not a very good plan, is it? Right. You know what? Oops. I want you to come in here and I want you to make this all a rainbow tile. There you go. Come in here, dupes. And then we'll just pump the CO2 out? I don't know. You guys should get this breed pretty soon. Now I'm just torturing dupes for fun. This is not a good sign. We're exhausted? Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. We've actually managed to get all the oxygen out. That's good. Okay. There's very little oxygen left now. Yep. Okay, there you go. Now you can leave. We'll turn these on again. And we'll just vent these rooms until all the carbon dioxide is gone. We should just be left with a little bit of hydrogen. Let's see how this goes. I feel like we're going to suck out the hydrogen faster than the CO2. At one pipe with hydrogen. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, so what we do is we fill up a little pipe, have a little blob of hydrogen in here, and then I'll push some hydrogen into this segment. I see. And then we can release it all. Okay, okay. So what we do is we actually connect it like this. And then when all the gas is gone, we can keep a pipe full of hydrogen. I see. That's a good idea. So yeah, you guys need to prioritize building this. I guess I've got you now working on the decor, but we're gonna be here a while. I think that makes sense. Leave this without drywall. Feels bad. You prioritize making this out of sandstone. That's not a good idea. Running pretty low on sandstone. I'm beginning to think it would have been quicker just to pump in some hydrogen from elsewhere. Avoid the exhaling issue. But you know me, I like trying things anyways. Sometimes it's just good to actually test things and double check that they don't work. There we go. That's a little bit of hydrogen. How much is that? Not a lot. It's probably going to get overpressurized pretty quickly, but we'll see if just having some of the gas we want in here works out. These gas pumps are running pretty quickly. And it looks like the hydrogen pressure is actually winning. Looks like somehow, I don't know. I think it's going to be close. What do you reckon is going to win, hydrogen or carbon dioxide? Now this will be a challenge. Your only skills. I would have reckoned carbon dioxide. It looks like it's actually pretty even. But yeah, I think carbon dioxide's going to get it just because of where the pumps were placed. Oh wow, there you go. Hydrogen won. Not that it makes a difference because it's micrograms. Right, so now let us deconstruct these. Then save, yeah. The thing is, I feel like it's going to be so little hydrogen that it's not going to make a difference. I don't think it's going to be enough gas pressure to prime it. I'm actually going to tile this again. Because we have the algae terrariums here, we do get a fair bit of oxygen pressure here. We could probably increase the pressure here a little bit. There you guys. Oh, you're all waking up. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you guys are really running low on oxygen now. You do actually... Ah, okay, yeah, off pump, yes, correct. Right, so a little bit of hydrogen pressure in here. It's not a lot, it's not as much as the oxygen pressure. Right, let's save this and now try it with just one. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the good news is that it is working once it's primed. Okay, that's good. Now let's hook the rest of these up. Okay, so you do have to prime this design, but once you have some hydrogen in the top and some oxygen in the bottom, it does run. That's good. All the plants are growing again. Hooray! Success. No impurities. This should run on its own fairly soon. Oxygen. Fresh oxygen. Fresh, cool oxygen. This brine will start... Well, at the moment it's polluted water, but eventually it will be brine. That will hook up. This needs to be set to above 50. We can start pumping the cold brine in here. Cool the air down. And then these should start pumping once there's 1,000 grams of pressure in here. And then instead of going to the vent, I can now go to the actual plants. And if we check the germ overlay, you'll notice that we do have the floral scent germs coming out of these vents. So putting floral scent in this oxygen does work. You just need to keep the buddy buds at the right temperature. So that's good. And I think we're just going to run this. I think we're just going to run this until the end of time. Because I want the oxygen and I want a little bit of heat, but not all of the heat coming up of these geysers. There we go. Yeah, pressure's going up nicely. We do need more buddy buds as well. I would like 10 buddy buds in here. So let's see. We can deconstruct this. Yeah, we did it. It worked. Yeah. Well, I've successfully determined how lazy you can be with this design and get away with it. And the answer is not as lazy as with my design, my original design, but you can still be a little bit lazy. So it's alright. So now we're actually getting some hydrogen out, and that should start running these power plants. Not the Saturn critter trap, as I kept alluding to last stream. The hydrogen generators. And then these generators are connected to the smart batteries that are currently in the gym. So that's going in here for now, but it should start overflowing in a minute. Yeah, and then the rest will go in here, and then you guys can stop running. Wait, we got oxygen. Oh no! It broke! It let oxygen out. Perhaps I need to set the pressure threshold a bit higher. Is the pump actually breaking the... Is the pump breaking the prime? That could be happening. Ooh, how do I work around that? I think I do just set the pressure threshold higher. Now, what's the max pressure threshold we can have for Pincher Peppers? Quite high, I imagine. The electrolyzer on the top worked for a bit because they destroyed the automation. Oh! Oh, okay. That would make sense. Alright, that would be a very silly way for that to fail, but yes, I imagine that probably did happen. So, we'll just deconstruct this and try again. Very observant Skyman82. That, I'm pretty sure that is what happened. Pepper's probably got 10G. Well, yeah, we'll have a look in a minute. Right, this is now powered off. So we shouldn't get any nonsense. No, this one up here was literally running because I disconnected the automation before I disconnected the power. That could have been it. Let's investigate further. So we'll just keep an eye on this map mode. This should not run at all. We'll see if the pumping actually draws it. Because I imagine if a vacuum formed here, it would cause a problem. Let's see. Well, that is not being powered now. Because no one's running on the wheel. Right. Speed to it. Because once these run for a while, I imagine the pressure in these tiles might decrease a bit. It does look like it's still working, though. Yeah, I think we're right now. I think it literally was just the electrolyzer up here was running. Because I deconstructed all the automation. Okay, well that's good to know. Right. So let's see. Deconstruct this. And then the next thing to do is... The next thing to actually do is to actually refine this petroleum a little bit. Got molten copper in here. That's pretty funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up here and we'll have it explode over this stuff. And over this stuff, because we want to melt this oil too. So what we'll do is we'll just dig... I think if we just dig like this, that will help. Then just let the petroleum pour all over this. There's already some hot oil over here as well. That's good. I do actually want all this stuff, so that's fine. I think that'll do. So yeah, you guys can just dig this, and then we'll release the petroleum. We have the oil well research and the polymer press. So we can make this plastic fairly soon. So soon we're gonna run into the issue of these vents overpressurizing, which is fine. Because we'll have a nice stockpile of oxygen here. We got some coolant running through this, and the hot coolant should get dumped, so that's good. No, there's not a lot of oxygen down here. Actually, it looks like there's hardly any down here now. I'll tell you what. So this pump was actually going... This pipe was actually going that whole way. Let's actually just take... There. Actually just take this one. What am I doing? Oh, I'm pressing D, trying to move this way. And then it's actually just activating the disconnect tool. Right, just build that pipe there. And then we'll just get some oxygen going onto this line. In fact, you know what? Build two. You guys like building pipes. Kind of cursed to have the hydrogen below. Yeah, it is a bit cursed. So, no damage here yet. That's fine. As soon as we remove this tile, this should start breaching, but I want to dig this out first. There is also some oil here. Let's let this out here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, disconnect should be Shift plus D. It is. I was holding down Shift to get it to go straight like this. That's a tip if you didn't know it. If you hold down shift, you can move the mouse wherever you want and it will go in the direction you initially assigned it. There you go. Right. I'm pretty happy this is now actually running. Right, so this means I can actually just turn these off now. So let's just turn these all the way off. Turn these off as well. You can actually start repurposing all these rooms. The hotkey for turning things on and off is enter. I have been taught that by a very handy person. We made a mess. Why are people making messes? The bathrooms are working. Someone didn't make it to the bathroom on time. That is assigned to add more bathrooms. We can do that. That's not an issue. The room needs to be 64 tiles. That's okay. How wide is this gap here? It's 25. Yeah, that's fine. So I can have 12 here. I can put the doors here and then move the bathrooms over here. Yeah. Sinks are both ways, by the way. Yeah, they are, but the dupes can't actually go this way. That doesn't make a difference. I could just seal them in. Have it be a one-way bathroom. I don't know, that doesn't seem very good. We do need more bathrooms. I will think about that in a minute. I could just put everyone on different schedules, but we have room for bathrooms, so we'll do that instead. Damage overheated. Pneumatic door is overheating. Coolant's been getting too hot. We have 150-degree watering here. How did that happen? Oh, some of the coolant is very small amounts of water that's getting superheated. Oh, that's not great. I can't wait to redo all this piping. Yes, because now I can actually decide where these rooms are going to be laid out. So this cool steam vent is obviously going to be where we stopped this. Just start putting some vents in, and then we'll plan where everything else is going to go in a minute. Yeah, deconstruct that. I'm gonna move all those pipes eventually. Instead of get started. I don't mind having some vents there either. Now, at some point, I'm gonna probably think about transit tubes, but that's not now. These vents, these liquid vents I'll need to move too. I've got so much reorganizing to do. But at least now we actually have reliable oxygen production. There we go. Right, more algae, maybe. A +10 cook seems nice. Decreased agriculture. It's kind of annoying. Hmm. I don't know, plus 10 cook seems pretty good. We're going to be making a lot of food. Yeah, we'll do that. I need to give everyone a load of skills. Let us see. Amari. Let's just keep giving everyone building, because there's going to be a lot of building to do. And to be honest, not a lot of suit wearing. I may have over-prioritized exosuits. Just a little bit. What am I going to put here? Do I have anything neat to put here? I do! I have the critter collar for the fossil trait. I can go here. You know, for reasons. Otto, you can prioritize cooking. Meat, you can prioritize all of these things. I am going to need to make more beds. I am actually going to be making comfy beds soon. But for now, let's just put the regular beds in here. In fact, if I put the regular beds in here, I can replace them. I can put the comfy beds in here a bit later. Actually, yeah, let's put these on the other side because they're going to be temporary. And then we can start expanding all of this again. Right, set these to 1. We'll turn this into an actual gym soon. You have enough hydrogen now, you shouldn't need to run these. Set these to 0. Let's set these individually for each machine. Fine. Let's set these to 10 and 90 so they don't accidentally overflow. Oh, you guys are suffering. You guys are suffocating because you're trying to run to a specific oxygen market. It's not very good. Right, I should priority 1 this. It's an interesting O2 line. Yeah, I thought we may as well just do this instead of suits because it's not going to be scalding down here. That being said, we are about to pour a load of hot petroleum out here, so maybe not the best idea. Right. Let's have a think about this. So this line can go down here. That line... I'll tidy this up a bit more later. This one can go over here and come down here. I want to put more vents over here. So I can go up here and This one can go over here. This is not very organized. This pump we can remove completely. So remove this, remove this. Remove that pipe. Yeah, air pressure is getting good again in most of the base, but we do need to get the air moving down here as well. So I'm mostly going to focus on getting the air moving for now, and then we'll do the petrol stuff later. Skills, what do we got? Loads more skills. You can have hard digging. You can have hard digging. You can have supplying. You can have super hard digging. Super duper hard digging. There we go. Yeah, all these beds are going to get moved out of here. Remove that. I don't need that to run anymore. Remove this. We call this water out here. So I think what I should actually do is take that line, connect it there, and then send this line over here. I'm going to keep remixing these pipes as the game progresses, to be honest. Yeah, deconstruct that. Keep building these out of granite. I think what I do is actually I connect it like this again. Then this one can come down here. Connect like that. So I can go down here, and then what I'll do is we're not really using these Atmos suits, so I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna disconnect this. We're gonna reposition this somewhere else. See you later, Skyman. Hope you enjoy your time away from this game. Been reloading your game for 20 minutes. You're trying to defrost a dupe you don't have yet. Nice. Yeah, maybe I'll reserve this line for all the different Atmos suits. Right, there we go. Get to work. Good stuff. The thing is, I do want to get everyone their comfy beds. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the metal statues again. I have a lot of lead. So 40 of these statues is 1600 lead. That seems fine. The oil biome is large. We'll put the comfy beds here, and then we'll put something else there as well. Have you tried Decor Sandwich? No, I haven't. I don't know what that means. We can remove all of this stuff. Have a glass room with metal statues? Oh, right. No, I haven't tried that. Have I tried Dickens cider? No, I don't think I have. Yes, keep building these vents. Also, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat for a hot minute. It looks like you guys were talking about settings. Gassy move tier list 1. Hey, Club Step. Yes. Praise be the moose. Where's the moose? There we go. Here, have some moose. Yes, we'll get that oxygen flowing. I will organize these pipes more later. The main thing for now is just to actually get some oxygen out into the map. We are producing at a decent clip. We have a lot stored up now as well. The ultimate roast is not caring about the gassy move. So, let's, while they're doing this, so these vents are set to go off at 1,000 kilograms or 1,000 grams of pressure, so they should oxygenate all of this fairly quickly once the pipe is full. I think what I might actually do, just for now, is set up another pipe, just running parallel to this. And I'm going to have that just go to the bottom. And it's going to meet up with the other one in the middle. Because we need to make sure that this area has oxygen. And this is the area that's going to struggle. So then if I find a good halfway point, like, say, here. That should do. Yeah, gassy moves are not very good. Feels bad. Wow, you guys already built all that pipe. Unbelievable. The oxygen is moving. This is good. We've ended up with a pool of piss. Nice. Start sweeping up all the water down here. Yeah, get that out of there. Oh. Got liquid in here now? How'd I get 340 kilograms of liquid in here? This must have, How is this not drowning the dudes? Oh, I guess because it's not sealed. Oh, that's okay then. Hello, Mr. Pit. Do not interfere with the dropper. The dropper needs to do its sacred work. Man, we just need to boot the freezer down here. That's what we need to do. But getting this pipe built will be a good start. I don't know why everyone is exhausted. I didn't even yell alert everyone. They literally just don't have enough time to make it to bedtime. Probably something to do with this. Right, I'll do that next. I think what I'll do is remove this ladder. Granite tile this. I mean, actually, what I should be doing is I should be planning to just move the stuff out of this column, because eventually it's all going to be branches. That's the plan. So what I should actually do, because I know this is the Great Hall stuff, I should actually put the bathrooms down here. So I've got 18, 19, 20. I've got 20 cots in here, which means I can move 4 of these. What is this vent doing here? I don't know. I'm going to admit, now that we've got oxygen online, it is just going to take a while to just reorganize the base. Just get everything where I want it to go. So there is going to be just a little bit of decorating going on. You guys are still roasting the news on Discord. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the Discord. Yeah, let's remove these. Let's put some bathrooms here.
Imagine that.
Oh my god, Rand! You're raiding me! Hey Rand, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Guys, if you don't know who I am, hello. I'm Rizia Gaming. We are the Whiskers fan club. We have a fish called Whiskers. We have a few other fish. And we're playing Oxygen Not Included. I usually play Oxygen Not Included. We are on a Rime map, and we just built a fully functioning oxygen machine that's here with the nice rainbow stripe pattern. So we've got a load of pumps down here working away, giving us some nice pipes full of oxygen. All of my guys. Thank you very much for the follow, Kojo62. I appreciate it very much. Welcome, welcome. I used to watch Rand a lot. I sent him custom ships in FTL occasionally. I have got all the achievements in FTL. Were you playing FTL today? Were you doing something else? I've had a lot of fun with that game. I'm probably not going to stream it, but it is a lot of fun. Welcome, welcome. Ah, yes, the streaking. How is the streaking going? Good. It's continuing. So, we've got a few things going on this map. So, first of all, the map is really cold. We've done a pretty good job heating it up, but unlike most of the Oxygen Not Included maps, this map is generally sort of around negative 40, 30. There are a lot of hot spots because we've generated this map with about 15 different magma volcanoes. So these are erupting and producing heat. They're all pretty well sealed for the most part. We did cut a passage through this for some reason. We didn't need to do that in the end. And we have some hot water geysers that have been erupting over here. We're pouring all of the hot water output down here into this big tank. So this is filling with hot water. That's cooled a lot in the environment. It's about 50 degrees now. We got a fish. The fish is alive. So yeah, map's pretty hot, and what we're doing is we're just pumping all the water that's coming from these geysers out of this tank with a pump, and then into these electrolyzers. And we've got a bit of a trick going here. So essentially what's happening is all the oxygen is being pumped down here, and all the hydrogen is being pumped up here. So that's a lot of fun. Looks like these plants have overpressurized because there's over 10 kilograms of pressure in here. Ah, yes. We did have some plants in here to create some nice floral scent for the dupes from all this air, but these have overpressurized, so I'm going to need to think about that another day. But yeah. And then what we're doing is we're just pumping all of the oxygen into all of these pipes and shoving it in a load of vents. We just built this, and the aim is that we're going to just fill the whole map with oxygen, so it's all going to be nice and blue. At the moment, there's a lot of yucky carbon dioxide filling these spaces, and we just need to make sure that everyone can breathe. Yes, we are on the classic asteroid, so there are two different starts you could choose in Oxygen Not Included. There's the classic asteroid, which is a really big one, and then there's a spaced out setting where you have a moonlit cluster that you go and explore. We do have a star map, and there are other asteroids. We did find this one. but there's not a lot of stuff on here. We found a guy over here, and we basically brought him back to our main asteroid. We're going to come back here eventually, but it's not really a priority at the moment. There's nicer stuff on our main asteroid. But yeah, thanks very much again for the raid. I've got a load of shine bugs over here. I'm occasionally wrangling these dudes and putting them in this room so that we're not getting too many germs from this geyser. There's a lot of polluted oxygen coming out of this thing. I need to put a lamp back in here as well. Let's put a nice steel lamp in here to attract the bugs over. But yeah, this is producing polluted oxygen with slime lung germs on it. And what I want to do, what I'm doing is I'm using some deodorizers here that will turn it into regular oxygen. And then I have a shine bug over here, and the radiation from the shine bug is killing the germs. Germs die to a very small amount of radiation. So we're using that to clean the oxygen, and then that's enough oxygen for about one dude. And I'm hoping we haven't just been spreading a load of shine bug, slime lung germs everywhere. I think this has been working pretty well, honestly. But if the radiation did get out, it wouldn't get past this. So yeah, nice bug army. And then for food, what we're doing is we actually have this big column full of these little critters called hatches. Ignore the plants. The plants aren't growing at the moment. They're too hot. We'll cool them down later. But these little guys eat rock and turn it into coal. And we have a lot of them. Because what's happening is all the eggs are being transported up here to this room. And then when the ranches need filling, the critters wander into here and get dropped down through this door eventually. And then if there's too many critters, they end up wandering into here and they end up getting drowned because the room detects that there's critters and they trap themselves. Any plans on a petroleum boiler on this map? We actually have done that. We haven't set up like a proper petroleum boiler, but we have boiled some petroleum. So if you come down here, why have I got so much liquid copper everywhere? That's good. We did have a big glacier of frozen crude oil like this. The oil, the oil biome on this map is very cold, and the oil is at very high pressure. So when this melts, it will explode outwards. So what we did is we intentionally melted this with some diamond window tiles that are connected to the magma. There's a door here that opens when this connected bit gets above about 500 C, and then it closes when it cools down. It needs heating up again, and so we're just absorbing all the heat from the magma biome very slowly. And there are more volcanoes in here to add magma if needed, but we haven't reached that stage yet. So we did actually melt all of the oil, and when you heat oil up to 400 degrees, it turns into petroleum. We did that so that we got 100% of the mass converted to petroleum instead of 50% that you get from using the oil refinery building. So we have boiled it, and we are going to open it up, and it's going to explode out here and hopefully melt the rest of this crude oil geyser here. And then we'll have some cold petroleum and some cold oil, and we'll use the petroleum to make some plastic once it's cold enough to pump. In fact, we've got oxygen down here now, so let's actually just open this up. So you guys can come in here and deconstruct these. I'm sure this will cause no issues whatsoever. Yeah, that's priority 9. Yeah, here we go. Here's our dudes. We've got Nicholas Coppernickers. He's just running off with some fossil. Ashcan, Banny, Pablo, Redhair don't care. So now that we've demolished this wall, you see it's cold enough down here that we've actually got liquid carbon dioxide, so that's a bit wild. But now we've opened that wall up. What should actually happen, because you'll notice there's a lot of petroleum in these tiles. There's literal tons of petroleum in these tiles. These should start getting pressure damaged, and it should just explode outwards. I'm not sure why it's not doing that. I mean, we can manually release it. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. So now it's starting to leak out into here. That's fine. We have got a little bit of sour gas in here, but that's okay. There's not anything hot down here, so we shouldn't end up producing large amounts of sour gas. This was down here from earlier. we screwed up a bit earlier, so there's a little bit of sour gas down here, but it's all right. So yeah, we'll just let this explode. Principles, what we got? We got a pufflet. I'm going to print a pufflet. They're very cute. All of our dupes are wearing these little lemon jackets to start. So there we go. We have a wide range of weird critters. Who's idle? Oh wow, people are just idle in general. We've run out of things to do. Okay, that's a good sign. Let us... You know what, let's grab the... We did already grab the coffee machine. Let's grab the glass forge. We might want to make glass at some point. I'll give you guys some stuff to do in a minute. Oh, no, don't repair these. You don't need to repair these. These tiles meant to explode. We gotta rename Banny equals... That's a good name. May I touch them? Oh, that's a good one. We got some innuendos going on. So where's Bunny?
Thanks for the follow.
Ah, thank you very much for the follow, T-Goat. Whiskers and the other fish appreciate the company. Right. May I... There we go. Excellent name. So, for the most part, the dupes are wearing these snazzy blue suits. I need to make a few more blue suits. We're also setting up some new bedrooms. What we're going to do with this plastic is we're going to run it through a polymer press once it's come out of here. It's cooled down. And then we'll give them more comfy beds. Yeah, let's actually give some people some skill points. I'm just going to be digging and building for now. I did get everyone spec'd up in exosuits, but we don't actually need exosuits that much on Rime. The map is cold. We only need exosuits for getting into areas where it's going to be really scalding all the time. So, like the volcano tamers when we get around to building them. Yeah, let's watch this. You'll see how quickly this is going to explode in a minute. A small amount is leaking out here. But this is why I've triple walled it everywhere else. Alright, we're nearly there. The dripping intensifies. Alright, there we go. Look, it just immediately just shoots straight out. We're gonna get some other melting here as well. Ren, thank you very much for the follow as well. I do appreciate it. And we've hit our follower goal of 250 followers. Thank you very much, Raiders. So, yeah. This is hopefully going to start melting this oil as well. This oil should melt at about minus 38-ish. Yeah. We got some oil up here that's going to melt as well. Still shooting out. There's still a lot of excess pressure here. You saw 249 out of 250 and couldn't not click. Fair enough. Very astute of you. Yeah, this is starting to melt. This is going to start flashing soon. The petroleum is still way too hot, so we do actually need it to melt all of this. It is going to start scalding our dupes if they come in here. I really don't need you to auto-repair any of this, so just cancel that right away. Please do not climb into the pool of 400-degree petroleum. I wouldn't recommend it. You can dig that tile. That's fine. What else we got up here? Nothing too amazing. I think this lead. People are kind of running out of things to do. You guys can grab some more lead and fossil stuff in here. I don't think there's any oil in here, so I don't mind digging through here. Ah, another oil well. Okay, that's nice. We are going to pump these eventually for our permanent oil source. Ooh, wow, look. Okay, so the petroleum has really come out now. Yeah, all the oil is starting to melt. There's a lot of temperature exchange going on here. Very controlled petroleum. When the petroleum spill? Do you think it's going to spill over this edge? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll tell you what. It's not actually cooling down very quickly, is it? I thought there'd be enough heat in this oil. I mean, we could steel pump it. We could build a steel pump in here. Will it boil the lot and drown the magma? Oh, we're fine. This isn't gonna overflow over here. Oh, actually, all this oil might push it out. You know what? You have a point. Let's actually get them to deconstruct this quickly. Now, you guys are going to get scolded. You're going to have some fun. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold your horses. Hold your horses. We're in danger. Let's see. Build that immediately. We do have air, at least, so we can come down here and build this pretty quickly. Man, this is going to overflow way too quickly. Come on, guys. I need you to be zooming down the fire pole. No. That is going to start overflowing. I believe in you. I believe in someone. Geraldo, hurry up. I know you're hungry, dude. We need you. That is... God. You're supposed to go fast down this. Does this count as fast? I don't think it does. Oh, God. This is actually going to boil that lock. Okay, we just got a little bit of petroleum spillage. It's fine. The brine is... There's a lot of brine here, and it's at -10. I'm hoping there's not going to be too much actually spilling over. Oh, God. What do you mean not allowed by schedule? No. Look, we're getting this done red alert style. I've been using red alert a lot this run. Usually to do with this. This won't boil for a while. There's a lot of mass in here, but yeah, you do need to do this right now. Wait. Get out of here. You got heat stroke. Completely normal experience. Yeah, this is very normal. Yes, our city device says we have 30 dupes on one schedule, so that's why we've had to red alert it just to get someone down here, because everyone went on break at the same time, right when we needed them not to. We should just give people a couple of schedules. Right, let's sweep this up. That is going to keep exploding. This oil is going to keep melting. I don't think the pressure over here is going to get too bad. Let's just leave this for a minute and see what it does. Who's suffocating? You're not suffocating me. You just decided to go for a dip in the water tank. You're okay. Are you okay? What's all the oxygen? All the oxygen's up here. Why are you so slow? You're killing me. So, did our skimmers just stop working? They did stop working. That's part of the issue. So, our skimmers were hooked up to the bathrooms, and then we realized that wasn't a very good plan. So I think we just need to reconnect this. I think... Send green signal if above 0. So I think I just need to route it through here. But maybe if I do this. Right, that's working. Why is this full of regular water? Right. Let's connect this as well. That'll get at least one carbon skimmer running. I'm going to think more about this later. Did it work without priming the thing? No, the thing had to be primed. Yeah, this spill needs to be primed to work, but it is working now. We are filling the map with oxygen. There is a lot of carbon dioxide because our skimmers stopped working, but we are slowly filling up the map with oxygen. Right, this petroleum is still way too hot. There's a few little cold bits, but not really enough for us to do anything other than a couple of liquid locks with. But we will do that later. I think we do need to actually come across here. Let's set some ladders up here and then dig all of this out. And then we can build this wall up here as well. Didn't you just put a lot of heat out into your base now? Yes. But there was originally heat here from just the water geyser output. This heat is less. We are cooling the oxygen. So what we're doing to cool the oxygen is we have a pump here in this cool salt slush geyser. And what we're doing is we're sending the brine out here into a loop. So the brine is going through here, and when it gets past 25C, it exits the loop and dumps lower down onto the map. Like in this... I think it's actually dumping into our metal refineries. And then we're dumping the hot liquid down here. We're going to melt more ice with that. But we are cooling this oxygen, so the oxygen that's going into the map should be nice and cool. You'll actually see that these plants are starting to cool down a bit again. The main thing is we do still need cool water to actually feed them with. We got a lot of algae terrarium pipes that are no longer working, so I need to actually look at all of those at some point. Right, where is the oxygen going? It's still just trying to fill up this area. That's okay. But this carbon skimmer isn't running. The pipe is blocked, because presumably it's trying to come out here. I think what I actually need to do is I need to do something like this. I need to have two different pipes. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to have two different pipes. Sort of bridge there. Let those run as well. There we go. Damn, that rainbow wall is trippy. Yeah, it's nice. We got some good tiles unlocked. We got a lot of blue colors. We got the juicy limes. You know what? Let's do some decoration. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping these great halls here. And we're going to put food stuff over here, like the freezer. Eventually will be here. So let's just put some of this down. Everyone gets limes. Now that we've solved the immediate survival concern, now we can actually do some decorating. Plans for tiles. I'm eventually going to replace all the tiles with plastic, I imagine. But that's not going to happen for ages. We got to rename Meep to Helsenberg. Okie dokie. We have a Meep. I just clicked past him. Is this glitched out? Why on earth is this list glitching out so much? Here we go. Helsenberg. There we go. Enjoy. Enjoy your name. So, we got liquid petroleum over here, then we got liquid chlorine, because it's still cold enough in here, the chlorine is actually just evaporating. There we go. Raid incoming? What do you mean I'm getting another raid? What are you talking about, Leofar? Talking about Willis. Right, if we build this up to here, we should be fine. Observe. You know, get your fish at the ready. Fishy emotes at the ready. Yeah, this oil is still melting. It's still actually pretty high pressure here. All the gas has been compressed into these little bubbles. But once we dig this out, it'll release the pressure over here. I could keep extending this out here as well. Replenish with more crude oil.
Thanks for the raid.
Yeah. Hey, Matikani, how's it going? Oh my god, we're getting spammed. Getting spammed with the raid copy pastas. We need to spam back. Spam back with the fish.
Thanks for the follow.
How's it going? Hope things are still going well for you. Thank you very much for the follow. Arblane, I do appreciate it very much. We have just finished boiling a load of petroleum in a very silly way. We just connected it to the magma biome, and it was a bit hairy because the geyser was frozen at like 3,000 kilograms per tile pressure. So when we released it just absolutely exploded. Oh my god! Thank you so much for the follows, Johnny Wrench and Home Frog. I see you guys have been sufficiently primed by Matthew Kenny. Hey Willow, how's it going? No integration? No integration. You guys can do integration elsewhere. Here we do fish, and here we do me trying to survive and not get overly obsessive about the game. We have turned off all our algae terrariums. We have 8 tons of algae left. We did get our spawn working. We got it primed. This needed to be filled with a little bit of hydrogen and a little bit of oxygen before we started. But yeah, we got 30 dupes. It is cycle 200. We've got a fair amount of things going on. So the oxygen machine is fairly new. We have a lot of hatch ranches. These plants aren't getting watered at the moment, but we have a lot of hatches that are eating a lot of rock. And we've got some kind of device up here that's automatically dropping more hatches into our ranches. So we don't need to worry about this at all. We just let the hatches get on with their thing, and that's where all of our food is coming from at this point. Yeah, we got some good spawn designs going at the moment. I went really hard into algae terrariums on this map because it's Rime, and the main reason we did this is because the polluted water that comes out of these, as well as the oxygen, is 30 degrees heat. So you can put cold water into these and get hot water out. But yeah, we got mechatronics. What do we got? So we got a conveyor line that's going up here, dropping the eggs off here. We have a conveyor loader that's dropping the sedimentary rock into the receptacles, so that's what they're all eating. And then all the coal is being taken off here, and we're just looping this around to all of our coal plants, so they're getting loaded automatically with coal from the hatches. And that's how we're getting all our power at the moment. And I kind of just placed stuff a little bit randomly on this map, but we knew this column is going to go here. We're just going to keep extending it up and down until we've got like hundreds of hatches. All the bedrooms are going to go over here between this volcano and this. What is going on with these shine bugs? I wanted a few shine bugs in here, and we ended up with more than a few. How many lumens of light have we got over here? Oh, none, because we're all sad. That's very sad. Shine bug abuse. I mean, the main purpose of these guys, right? So we have an infectious polluted oxygen vent. This is producing germy oxygen, but germs will die under any rad exposure, more than like 2 rads per cycle. So having even just one shine bug in here is enough to completely clean this geyser. So we have a ranch in here where they're actually getting fed, and I guess I never decided what I was going to do with the eggs. So they're all just hanging out over here, not getting fed, but they're okay. We have a natural gas geyser up here we completely ignored. I usually do stuff with this right away, but we have so much coal power. Our coal just keeps going up and up and up because of all the hatches. And the plan eventually, right, is we're going to tame all these magma volcanoes. We're going to get these hatches to be stone hatches, and then they're going to eat all the magma. They're going to eat all the igneous rock and things. How many dupes is the hot polluted oxygen vent providing oxygen for? 1. it's providing it for just one. It's not really worth it. But yeah, it produces. I haven't even analyzed it, but it produces 250 grams a second, and the average throughput is probably about 100 grams per second. So it's not a lot. One situation where you'd probably actually bother with doing this is if you had a planet where you only needed one dupe, like one of the moonlets, where you're just like tending to the tree or whatever. You could just have this be tamed, have the dupe look after the shine bugs, and then you don't have to set up an electrolyzer. It's enough oxygen for one dupe. But yeah, it's not really doing anything. It's producing some clay. Actually, that's the main function of this, is it's producing clay, and we can make that into ceramic eventually. But it's not really doing a lot. Right, you guys are still idle, because I haven't actually given you that much to do. Let's fix that. So these tiles have actually been breaking because of pressure damage. That's interesting. It's starting to flow over here. Actually, it's starting to cool down, so that's good. It's good. What's the rad levels in the swarm? Well, again, they're not very happy, so... Oh, wow, they are still producing rads in the swarm. Oh, okay, we got a significant hazard going on here. You know, just a little bit of radiation. I mean, none of the dupes have been telling me they've been getting irradiated yet, so... It's fine. Are the plants dead? Yeah, the plants are dead. We're not feeding them at the moment. I should feed them. But what I really need to do is actually just remove all this pipe work. You know what? You guys are idle. Let's just remove all the pipe work that was associated with the algae terrariums. Because we just don't need it anymore. At all. So that's going to be most of this pipe work just going to sieves. Can just be removed. So the algae terrarium stuff was worth... I think it was worth doing early on. But you want to transition away from it pretty quickly. Because it takes up a lot of dupe labor. Once you've got your initial heat, using the algae terrariums to generate the heat is not as useful. It just ties up too much dupe labor. They never end up getting anything done. Rad bolts kill... yeah. Yeah, I think that is the plan, is that we're going to use these guys for radiation research. At the moment, we've just been doing some manual rad bolt generator action down here. So what we've got here is a really simple setup. We literally just have the manual rad bolt generator here. Fires straight into the machine. And then we have a door here that automates when this is full. So when this is full, the door opens, and then this turns off. Because you can't automate this machine directly. But if you have just a little bit of uranium ore, it's good enough to get your initial researches done. So, yeah, that's what I've done. Right. What else am I going to do? You know what? I'm just going to start telling you guys to do things. We've got a lot of labor now here, and we're not actually using them. It's chlorine over here I don't really want to deal with. Looks like all this steam is condensed. This volcano is dormant now. Oh, the volcano is dormant. We have a large amount of copper in here that's reasonably temperatured. Okay. Just come in here and grab the copper. I think that makes sense. Let's set up some storage bins for copper. I guess I'll just put those here now. And then, yeah, every algae terrarium pipe we should just remove. Ah, we got pipes full of water. Sucks. Yeah, deconstruct. Yeah, deconstruct the whole room. Don't deconstruct the pipes. Figure out where everything's going. Oh no, we don't want that here. Doesn't the Stinko seed in this swamp in this seed have crashed satellites? Let's have a look. It does. Yes. There are radiation sources over here as well. Here's one of them. These are added by the World Trait. You can find out more about World Traits on my YouTube channel, where I did a video about them. And, yeah. It produces a constant, very high amount of rads. But this is another really good way to get your radiation research going. Very nice. But yeah, there is a YouTube channel where I upload all the VODs. And there's discussion videos in there as well. I do a lot of tier lists for Oxygen Not Included. And there's a lot of silly meme videos as well, so feel free to enjoy all of that. Right, I removed this because we're going to put in some more bathrooms. So let's just do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn these doors off. We'll leave them there for airflow purposes. But I'll put one lavatory here. Well, I'll put 3 lavatories here. I'm actually going to mirror these. I don't normally mirror these, but I'm going to do it. There you go. And then sinks can go here. I wish you could exchange blueprints between players. You know, that would be a pretty good feature. Wait. Oh, this room isn't as wide. Oh, that's rubbish. Hold on. Okay, let's just do our normal design then. Let's fit slightly fewer of these in here. Oh, I can't rotate these. Well, why even bother then? Yeah, just build these for now, and then we'll build all the other stuff later. You can swap my Paku balloons for the Moof statue. Yes, the gassy Moof. Truly, it's a Moof thing. Love it. Highly recommend the More Marble Sculptures mod. There's some really good ones in here. This is one we unlocked with the loot system. Let us move this brine pipe down here. That seems like a good thing to. I'll be able to mirror several things. Is really annoying. I know, right? It's like you're letting me mirror one thing. Why don't you let me mirror all of it? So let's see. At the moment, these bathrooms are running into. What are they running into? They're just running into this sieve. Where's the excess going? Into these liquid reservoirs and then into plants, I think? Cut that off. Remove these buildings as well. We don't need these anymore. Same for this. I actually do just need to get this base organized. You know what? I'm going to put another set of bathrooms down here. And then that should be enough bathroom. We have loads of space over here. So I don't mind putting a few extra in here. Wow, this is leaking again. So much oil. Right, can you yellow alert do this then? This is cool enough that it shouldn't be too much of a hazard now. But, yeah, it's quite crazy how far it's gone up here. We actually have some ice here. Who was the last dupe that made a mess? Man, I can't remember. There's been way too many on this run. Loads and loads. I get this fixed. And then eventually we'll start pumping all of this out of here. This is cooled down to about 130 down here now, so that's pretty good. We'll wait for it to cool below scalding, and then we'll send everyone in to deal with this area. And then once we've pumped all the petroleum out, we'll filter all the petroleum, and then once this is just crude oil again, we'll hook this up again, and we'll get this pumping heat into this again. Right, that should be fine. Sweep this up as well. Too much liquid. Wow, okay, fair enough. It was Nails. Is she renamed yet? No. We still have a Nails. Feel free to rename them. I'm gonna close my blinds in the meantime. Wow, we got some classy names on this run. Very classy, right? That is fine. So Nails, Yuri, Nata. There you go. They're currently going to relieve themselves in the lavatory. That makes sense. Yes, good job. Right, these are actually cold enough again, we can run them again. So let's actually do that. And this polluted water here, let's actually just run this into here, because I don't need to deal with all this polluted water anymore. That did not need to be a yellow alert. There you go. So we've been using these thimbleweeds to consume our excess polluted water, and then that's what we're using to make clothes for everyone. Nicer than regular clothes. Let's just make another 10 of these. We got 151 left. So that's enough to make about 20 of these. We'll just keep pumping them out. Yeah, this seems under control now. We have this absolutely massive uranium biome here that's very cold. So this should start cooling down pretty quickly. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep tidying up things down here. So let's see. Deconstruct this pipe. This water pipe can go over here. Because eventually I'm going to move all this bathroom stuff out of here. So what I'm thinking is, we have 4 big bathrooms here with lights and everything. Let's actually put the lights in next.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh my god, we got another raid. This has been an absolutely crazy night. It's ridiculous. How are you doing, Sliding Sleuth? What have you been up to today? I am playing Oxygen Not Included. The fishies have been doing fine. What are the fishies up to? Yeah, there we go. There's Whiskers. What are you up to, Whiskers? Yeah, I'm a fiddle. But yes, we're playing Oxygen Not Included. We have just made a big oxygen machine, so we are getting plenty of oxygen out to our dupes now. We decided to just fill the whole map with oxygen, so that we don't need to put the Atmo suits on everywhere. That was the idea. So the map is slowly filling with oxygen, and I'm very happy about that. We have a load of hatches down here. They're wandering around eating all the rock, producing all the coal that we're using to power our base. There's some plants down here that aren't growing, but that's because the water that we had for them was too hot, but I'm slowly getting that turned around. For the past like 100 cycles, most of this map has just been, because this map has been so cold up until recently, we've just been trying to heat the map up. We've mostly done that with algae terrariums producing hot polluted water, but they take a lot of duplicant uptime. So, and we've run out of algae. So we're slowly getting rid of all of those. Still actually finding them every now and then. We're trying to repurpose those rooms. I just reorganized the base. Now that we've actually got a bit of oxygen going on. Makes sense.
Thanks for the follow.
You've been playing Hypnospace Outlaw. It's a bit mad, to be honest. I've not heard of that yet. Thank you very much for the follows, Canis Major and Blondat. We do appreciate the company, and so does Whiskers. Yeah, this game's very fun. Trying to survive on an asteroid. You start off with 3 little guys and nothing else, and you're kind of doing like The Martian with Matt Damon. It's kind of what you're doing. You play an Enforcer on the internet in 1999. Oh, I've actually seen that game. Yeah, that looked pretty interesting. Yeah, very interesting direction with that. So yeah, at the moment we're just hooking up a few more bathrooms so the dupes don't keep peeing themselves, because that has been happening a lot on this run. We built a bathroom, but the dupes haven't been going to it when they should be. The actual way of solving this problem is just to give your dupes a different schedule. Different schedules so that they go to the bathroom at different times. But I thought it'd be much more fun to keep them all on the same schedule and then just have them do a mad rush for the bathroom. So we're building some more bathrooms over here. Eventually I'm going to move all this stuff and we're going to replace it with more of these guys. But yeah, for now this stuff's going here. I'm just having a bit of an organizing session. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying your Tuesday. Do you normally stream on a Tuesdays? Got some clothing production going on down here. We've got some metal refinery going on here. So more construction materials and nice stuff and little guys to wear. So that's all good. What have we got in the pod? I am happy to print some more dupes. We got a rancher with extra strength, and we've got a builder with the actual ranching skill. Which seems more useful. I think we'll do that. We'll have another meet. There we go. So we have added another guy to our colony. We now have 31 people. This guy that gets to come in by the slug. Let's give everyone their skill points. These guys accumulate skill points so quickly. Let's keep doing building and suit wearing. Oh, actually, I'm going to give you a rancher hat, just so I remember that you've got ranching. Oh, you do stream on Tuesdays? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Very cool. I just got back from holiday. I was in holiday in sunny Torquay this weekend. I actually went to my first live concert, so that was pretty fun. Am I able to produce enough oxygen for them all? Yes. So, we have enough oxygen being produced by this machine for over 40 duplicants. So, what we've got here, we've got 2 water geysers that periodically erupt with 95 degrees C water. The average output of these over their active cycles and dormancies is about 2.5 kilograms per second, and there's 2 of them right next to each other. So what happens is the 95C water is pouring down here, pouring down this insulated slope. And it's all pouring into this big tank. And then we're pumping the water out of this tank into these electrolyzers. And then how we've got this is we've flooded them with small amounts of random liquids. Or not random liquids, we've got some oil on the bottom, some brine on the top. The actual liquid itself doesn't matter, it just needs to be 2 different ones. And then what this is doing is when these buildings are running, the oxygen is getting shoved down here, and the hydrogen is being shoved up here, because the water's being split into oxygen and hydrogen. And then we have a load of gas pumps that are pumping all of the oxygen out into different pipes. And then we've got these pipes connected to vents going to the rest of the map. So the aim is very much to just fill up the whole map with oxygen so it all becomes breathable. And I think we're on our way. We've got a lot of idle people at the moment. I've not been giving these guys a huge amount to do. We have been a little bit distracted. It's fine though. So let's actually put some pitcher pumps here first of all. This is still scalding temperature. It's probably not going to stop being scalding unless we just dump ice in it. This oil has all actually exchanged temperature pretty evenly with this. I want to get it like below 70. I could literally just dig up the ice and dump it in there. Perhaps if we dig out this material into that, that'll help cool it down. I want to come explore over here anyways. Looks like we have an actual tundra biome over here as well with the Wheezewort. This is a plant that produces radiation. and cools down the area. So pretty interesting to use. Yeah, you may as well dig this all out as well. We will need to get into here eventually. But you probably are going to get scolded doing that. All this debris down here is hot now. What else could I do to actually cool all of this? So, the oil reservoirs, when you build an oil well on them, let's see. Utilities. Oil well. So what you can do with these is you can pump water into them and it will produce oil. And the oil will be quite hot. It will be, let's see. It'll be 90 C, so it is scalding. That's not going to help us. We are going to want to build it eventually, though. I think perhaps what we do is we just get duped scalded a little bit, and then we build the pump down here. We make that out of steel, probably. Make sure it doesn't overheat. Put some sensors in here just to make sure that it doesn't pump when it's empty, and then that petroleum will send it up somewhere to. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some polymer presses over here, and the steam is going to condense and start melting all this ice. I think that's what we want to do. There's nothing in here that we want to keep cold. We don't mind heating all of this up, so I think that's a good way to go about it. So what we'll do is a ladder over here as well. We'll dig up all of this stuff. Yeah, this area is really cold too. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just make an insulated little bit here. Dig this out. And dig out the snow, that's not an issue. Instead of doing ladders, I'll make these mesh tiles. And then what we'll want, building entombed, yeah, that's fine. What we'll do is we will build a liquid pipe. We'll go up from here. I can just run over here. So the petroleum will cool down in the very cool map, going up here. And then we'll build a load of polymer presses. So how many should I build? I think 5. Maybe. I could run quite a few, actually. I could run 8. Can I even fit 8 in here? Let's try that. You know what? 6 seems like a reasonable number. Let's do 6. So the petroleum will go in here. I can just feed in like that. And then there will be carbon dioxide produced in these, which is not going to be too much. So you know what? I think I'll just vent that here for now. Eventually we'll connect this up to some more things, but I think we can just do this for now, and that shouldn't be a problem. Power-wise, this is going to consume about 1.4 kilowatts. So probably worth putting this on its own power line. So perhaps what I'll do is build a little door here. Insulate this bit here. Dig this out and then build a little coal power plant here. I think that makes sense. And then power-wise, yeah, let's make these out of gold. Put down 3. This battery could be made out of copper. Now we have so much copper. Lead wiring should be alright. We'll just connect this all in one big loop like this. Automate the coal plants, that's very important. So the carbon dioxide from these should fall down here. Maybe I should stick this vent outside this room. You know what? I've changed my mind. This can go up here, and then we'll put a canister filler in here. Canister filler. How do I not have this tech researched yet? We'll fill canisters with CO2 and then we'll use that for recreational purposes. I.e. soda fountains. I've actually got to go in about half an hour, but that should be fine. Who's in tune? Oh my god. So Ashcan has trapped himself in a tile, and he's also trapped himself in a very small puddle of liquid chlorine. That's not very smart. Here you go, Pav can rescue you. Very good. Good job. Right, dig this out. I would not recommend going for a swim in chlorine. May is trapped. You're trapped on a pile of snow. There you go. This should be fun. Building the ladder here would have been a very good idea. It should be alright. So, yeah, what else have we got on the research list? Let's check all that stuff off. Ah, yes, the geotuner. I will eventually use the geotuner. That is a plan. But yeah, what I'm going to do, these things produce a little bit of steam as they make the plastic, so the steam is just going to condense on here and eventually melt this ice. That's the aim. And this acts as an insulative material, so this should eventually melt everything here. In fact, maybe if I just go here, that would be super safe. We'll open that up eventually. What else do we need to do? We haven't come down here yet. This is definitely just going to stay too hot, but you know what? If I just yellow alert this, you guys just come down here and build this all immediately. I will need the wire down here as well, but that's okay. Make that out of copper. Include that in the yellow alert. If I get you guys to build this all really quickly, hopefully you'll be able to do it without getting scolded. I doubt it. We could try. Yeah, definitely build all of this first. Man, I have no idea what the thumbnail is going to be. Yeah, you're getting scolded. That's okay. I'll just keep an eye on your vitals. Taking a little bit of damage. Don't have that many beds. You're not getting too damaged. Actually, let's send Yuri back. Where put those beds? Oh, they're here. Okay. I did actually put some beds in a sensible spot. Good idea. Right, so you guys can get out of there. Thank you very much for the follow, Moo is that how you pronounce that? I'm glad you're enjoying me scolding all of these dupes in boiling petroleum. This is definitely par for the course of what we do here. I was trying to cool this down below scolding, but you know, like, I didn't really want to wait that long. Oh, you guys are a bit slow on the ladder. That's not good. You guys definitely need to heal up. But Ren, there you go. You did mostly do this, but that's not bad. And then these wires you should actually be able to build without getting scolded, so I can make these already 9 instead. So now you just need to build these wires. I believe in you, you can do it. You did one section at a time. It's not the best plan. Yes, your eyes are getting irritated. I can believe that as well. Normally, I would recommend just doing suits for this. But the answer is I didn't feel like it, so here we are. Oh, now Meep is very hot. Meep, you need to go. You need to go to bed. I might build some more here, just for a moment. But there is another one up here. Wow, really scolding like half the colony here. Dupes are surprisingly resilient. They can go for a slip, swim in liquid chlorine. The only thing I get is a -4 athletics debuff. Rip Meep. Looks like it. He's not gonna die, but he is gonna need rescuing. Yeah, Meep is like a fresh dupe. So they are too slow to get out here on their own. And now they're gonna suffocate. Oh dear. Are we actually gonna have a death? Who is rescuing me? Who is rescuing me? Let's just check. I think, oh, we might be alright. Oh god. I mean, this is literally just a death due to me being careless, so this is really not good. Meep, errand. Who's doing what? Let's just check the doctors. So Ruby should be doing this. Where is Ruby? Ruby is going to go use the toilet. That's not good. That's not good. We're actually having a death. I want to red alert that, yes. Right, Lindsay is going to go treat patient. I think Meep is actually going to die. Let's just go through the dupes and see who's got the errand to rescue Meep. Why is everyone going to go cook? This ain't good. Doesn't look like anyone is actually rescuing them. Yeah, they're gonna suffocate. They're gonna drown. Oh boy. What about... Yeah, there's no priority to the errand here. Change prior to the nearest dupe. No, no one's doing it. I think meat might be a goner. Hold on, Amari, you on it? Amari's on it. You could try, dude. There is oxygen. You just need to get him out. No, he's shaking his eyes. Not enough breath. Oh, we're so close. Nope. He's dead. He's dead. We got a dead meat. No. We let him die. Alright. This is the first actual real death I've had on a stream in absolutely ages. And that was literally because we decided to get this built without using suits, which normally wouldn't have been a problem, except for the fact that we had a completely fresh dupe and no athletics training come down here. So they scolded before they could get up the ladder. So that's what killed this dude. Right, so where are we going to bury this dude? Where indeed? I know. We could put the tombstone up here. Put in this little gap here, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Rip meep. Back to 30 dupes. I mean, they were completely fresh, so it's not like it's a huge loss, but they were a good dupe. Man. That was totally preventable. Feels bad. Looks like we got some water melting over here, that's alright. So set this to above 15. There are meep, it's always a huge loss. Yeah. So that's just it. It's just a loss. Oh, Ashcan, you're trapped in here as well. You know what? I don't think we need this here. Can you rename a dead dupe? I don't think so. No, you can. You can totally rename a dead dupe. There you go. Have fun. Have fun, silly device. Man. Robert Paulson. Okay, what's the story behind that then? Fight Club reference. Oh, I haven't actually watched Fight Club. That's a movie I should watch. There you go. Sometimes we got to have it. Sometimes it just gotta happen. Right, dig this out. Ah, I can see you clipped that as well. Nice. Right. Speed to it. You have researched the oxygen stuff. You've researched the canister filler. So here we go. I can go there, and then the rest of that can just be vented over here, I guess. And consider putting a triage cot next to the petroleum thing if memory serves. Right, dupes healing, recover breath somehow. That is true. Yeah, we could put one, like, say, here. That would make sense. We're probably not going to have to come into here too much. And eventually it is going to cool down, just because the map is so cold. And we're going to keep digging over here. But, man. Good idea. Oh well. Sometimes you just got to have it happen. Put a little lamp here as well. And then a little motion sensor here. How about Morb Farm? What we're gonna do is we're gonna get the plastic rolling, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Plastic should only be one more day. We just need to get this done. Yeah, we'll come back to this on Thursday. This carbon skimmer down here was not the best plan. Because it's just so cold down here, the water just ends up building in this. Building a tombstone in an unreachable place will prevent dupes from warning, which increases stress. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. So maybe what we'll do is we'll leave the monument, we'll leave the pedestal here. We'll put the tombstone over here by the spawn. I think that makes sense. Okay, we'll do that, and then, let's see, Peaceful Memorial. And go here. Actually, wherever I put it, it's going to be permanent, isn't it? Let me think about this. Where's a good spot for a permanent memorial? You know, honestly, maybe just down here. I think it makes sense. Can you melt a tasteful memorial? You can if you build it out of a material you can easily melt. Pretty sure we can move it. Oh, okay, well that's handy. We'll bury them here. Yeah, we'll have that be the thumbnail for a change. The dead dupe. It's a mystery. What calls the dead dupe? He's not a fossil. Right, you do need to do this though. So petroleum is actually going into here. This is going to cool down pretty quickly just going through the map. That is eventually going to heat this area up, but that's alright. I'm okay with that. Let's see, what else is being built? Nothing else for now. Still going over there to do all that stuff. Leofar's doing the grave. No. Rip. Feels bad. Good mass incapacitations recently because of super hot igneous rock and wet ore resulted in steam explosion in the base, but cots were nearby so no one died. Fair enough. Man, these poor guys. I know quite a few streamers restart when they actually have a death. I don't tend to do that because it just doesn't tend to happen. I'm usually a bit more careful than that, but F's in the chat. Lindsay's on it. Oh yeah, you can deconstruct them. Build memorials can be optionally deconstructed, the body will not be recovered. Rip. Well, in that case, we'll build it here. I don't think we are going to move this. I am next to the fossil POI. Ooh, that would have been an idea. Is that over here? Nah, I think this is appropriate. This is where he died. No! Lindsay, no! Rip Robert Paulson, gone but not forgotten. Now we're gonna steal the boarding dupes. No. Little guy. This is a sad thing. We'll see a few of them come down here. I haven't lost a dupe in like 3k hours. Yeah. That was very preventable. But we'll take it as a lesson to be a bit less blasé about the lack of suits from now on. We're going to start suiting up areas properly. Now that we've got the oxygen, we don't really have an excuse. We're just being a bit lazy. But, you know, sometimes it just has to happen. Right, let's do one more cycle. Let's do one more cycle, get these polymer presses actually running. In terms of the coal as well, let's actually send that down here as well. Last time we lost the dupe because we got trapped in a CO2 pit for no reason. See, I'm usually quite careful about that. Like, usually I haven't let that happen, but... yeah, scolding was something I was not thinking about. No, that's too far. So that can go down here. Their receptacle could just go... let's see. Also sweeper can go here, conveyor receptacle can go here. Why the atmo sensors next to vents? Oh, that was just so that they'd start... the oxygen pressure down here would be a bit lower than normal. I was just trying to do it so that the tunnel had a little bit of oxygen in it at all times, because it was very deep. So I just set these to have a lower overpressure threshold than the usual vents, because I wanted to make sure there was just at least a little bit of oxygen down here. I didn't want it to fill it all going straight down, and then have it take ages to get any oxygen down here. But now the constraint is skimming. We need to get the carbon skimmer working again. Let's see, this wire can go... actually, we'll connect this to a separate wire for redundancy. Okay. You guys back to work now. We do have quite a few mechatronics guys, so this should get done fairly quickly. Let's get Amari and Steve in here as well. And the mystery of the dead dude. Of course, everyone's going to be coming down here in a mourn. It's so sad. Do we have more suits? We do. Everyone can wear their snazzy suits to the funeral. Just have one dude without clothes at the moment. That's Otto. That's okay. Took you a little while to build all that conveyor rail, but that's okay. I don't want to speed 3 it because I spent ages pondering. So they should actually get it done a little bit quicker, not for our time, but for their time, if we just let them do it a bit more slowly. And you know what? Let's actually priority 7 that, because we can get that working a bit later. But now, for now, we just need the coal to run. Yeah, you're nearly done with these. I guess it didn't really need to build this floor here in the end, because we're just going to let it build up in here. We can deconstruct these. And we just need to build the smart battery.
Thanks for the follow.
Then this should all start working. Thank you very much for following Grey Area. I hope you are enjoying the option not included. Me and Whiskers appreciate the company. And please feel free to pay your respects to me, known now as Robert Wilson. Right, what have we got? I'm not printing any more dupes today, out of principle. Hopper, there you go. Or me. Hey Trent, how you doing? Right, let us set this to 90 and 10 as usual. I'm gonna have to actually watch Fight Club at some point so I get the references. It's one of the classic movies we've not yet done. Let's see. Yeah, Sandra's on the coal. And we got butter going. They're now out of sync. So what these do, they consume 833 grams per second of petroleum, produce 500 grams of plastic, and then they produce a very small amount of steam, which just goes into the environment. So if we actually look in the gas overlay, well, you won't see it here because it's too cold, but it will come out as liquid drops of water that come down here. And then the carbon dioxide goes into the pipe, which in this case is filling up canisters, but will then eventually bend. Leofar is now... Oh my god, that's a... That's a yikes. Leofar can't die. What is this? That is not very good planning, is it? Look, you're not going to die, Leofar. Dig above. Yeah, I know. I know how to fix this one. Cancel these. There you go. Yes, I do not usually let dupes die to that. We'll leave that alone for now. Yeah, butter! We've got plastic. So next stream we can start making plastic related things. Let's add that to the list. Things. There we go. Maybe we should build some auto sweepers here to grab the plastic. I don't know. Probably not a huge issue. They build local suits at the bottom. Yes, that's eventually what will happen. Right, I'm going to wrap it up. We achieved our objective of making plastic today, so that's good. We're going to automate dropping coal off here, so that should run pretty quickly and give us a constant 3 kilograms per second of plastic until that runs out of petroleum. We built the SPOM and got it working. The gases have stayed well behaved now that it's been primed. We set up some vents and the whole map is mostly oxygenated now. So that's good. Shouldn't have any suffocations. But unfortunately Meep did die. We let Meep go in here and get scolded, and then he suffocated while he was scolded because no one rescued him in time. I wonder if there was a quicker way we could have got someone to rescue him. Like, is there a way to command a dupe to rescue a dupe, or do you have to rely on the priority system? Because I think that's what did him in. We almost got him out of there. The oxygen was right here, and he died here. But yeah, he is now buried here next to the boiler in memoriam. But yeah, that's it. So next Oni stream, which will be on Thursday, we will relay out all the pipes in here so that it's all the algae terrarium stuff is removed. We'll get the bristle blossoms fed again, and we'll get the comfy beds in here for all the dupes, and we'll ship them over to here, and maybe we'll put in a proper freezer over here. So yeah, lots of things to do, and that will come on Thursday. So let me save it. We're going to save it as Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic, RIP. And then let me close that and go raid someone else. Let's see. Alrighty. I am still alive. I'm still fish wrangling. The fish are doing okay. Thank you for asking, friends. Well, it's been a stream, hasn't it? If you're still around from one of the raids earlier, thank you very much for coming to hang out with me. It's always nice to see some new people around. We do a lot of Oxygen Not Included here. There are a lot of playthroughs on YouTube where, to be honest, I have played better than I am playing at the moment. But that's okay. You can find them on there. You can find discussion videos like tier lists to do with Oxygen Not Included. You can find meme videos as well. I did a Grubhub commercial with Grubs in it, which I thought was funny. There is a Discord page where we hang out and we talk about Oxygen Not Included as well. I do other games as well, like Dyson Sphere Program, Noita, a little bit of Stardew Valley. Those will generally happen on Fridays. Friday is my variety day, so not sure what I'm going to do this Friday. I might do some Noita. Then again, I haven't done Dyson Sphere Program in a while, so maybe I'll do that. I'll see how I feel on Friday. Yeah, let's go find someone to raid. Who is on? Let's see. Who is on and playing Oxygen onto this? Oh, and I know. You know what? I'm gonna go raid Shen again. Shen is a streamer that I followed for a while. They're kind of the person who actually inspired me to get into streaming. They're currently playing Stellaris, which is a very fun 4X game set in space. Kind of like Star Trek-y sort of vibes. Very fun. Very chill guy. So let's go raid Shen and see what he's doing. Alrighty, if you've got any fishy emotes or fishy sentiments, feel free to send them to Shen, and I will hopefully see you guys again on Thursday, because I have Wednesdays on. Yeah. I'm gonna head over to Shen in about five secondos. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.